Hey yarn friends, welcome back to LlamaMamaKayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and thanks for stopping by for a visit today. Today I'm doing Vlogmas Day 13. Yes, I'm still behind. I might be able to do 2 tomorrow, like 1 in the morning and 1 at night, something like that. That's my plan, but things keep happening. But I want to share my blanket with you, where I'm adding in scrap balls in these bags that was sent to me by Terri at Yarnjoy Podcast. And Terri is also doing a project, the same project that I'm doing. She is also doing with scrap balls that I sent her. So yesterday I opened the pink, and let's see, it went around pretty good. Let's see, I started it, I tied it on right here. So it went to that corner, down the short side, and all the way down the long side, and about halfway down the other short side. So here I am right here. And that pink, I mean, look at that bright blue and that pink together. That just really pops well. It looks so great. And I just can't wait to see what color I'm going to add in today. Ready? Let's see what color goes next. Ooh, oh, it's a variegated. And it has some pink and purple, touch of green, touch of blue, touch of white. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Yes. That will go great up there. So I'll add this in here in a little bit when I sit down to relax and watch something on Netflix or something. I'll add this ball to that and cover the rest of this, turn the corner, and then see how far it's going to go over the pink. But that's a really pretty color. That's the colors I see, is a lavender color, white, green, a little bit of blue. I do see some blue in there too. So yeah, that'll be pretty. I did not work on my Christmas blanket, as you might have seen in a video that we had family night last night, and we all did gingerbread houses after dinner, and that was fun. And took a long time, but that was fun, and we did that. And so I did not work on my blanket last night. Had to get in bed kind of decent hour, because Jody and I, Big Daddy, we got up at 4 a.m. and took off to Shreveport this morning for my doctor's appointment. I had an appointment to have a procedure done on my esophagus. It was a test. But it was a little more to it than I really expected. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't think about it too much. And then I got there and found out it was like this whole procedure thing. So, it was really rough. Like, it was a horrible, horrible test. I mean, I'm not even kidding. It was so horrible. Afterwards, when we got in the truck, Big Daddy was like, do you want to go to Joann's? Except he didn't say Joann's. He calls it Jones. So he's like, you want to go to Jones? And I was like, yes, I need to go to Jones. So we went to Joann's. And I did get some yarn, so I'll make a video on my Joann's haul also. But what they did in the procedure, y'all, it was horrible. It was so horrible. When I first went in, we went over everything, my history and all that. And then the lady put a syringe of this gel stuff up each nostril. And that was to kind of like, it was lidocaine to like deaden my nose and everything, and of course that dripped down into my esophagus, and it was like nasty. It was just nasty. And so then she, this tube, and it wasn't thin. It wasn't no thin tube. It was like, oh no, it was a little bit thicker than thin. It was like, I told my son it was like a straw. I don't know, it might not have been quite like a straw. Felt like a water hose. Okay. She went up my nose and down into my esophagus. And when it hit about this part, where you had to swallow it down into your throat, I didn't know if I was going to recover from that. it was pretty rough. And so she got it on down, wherever it was supposed to go. So then the next part was I had to sit there and not swallow, and then like for a period of time, and then she would take the syringe of this liquid that was real salty. I don't know, it tasted horrible. It was really super salty. And she would squirt that like in my mouth, a syringe of this stuff that tasted horrible. And then I had to swallow that liquid all in one swallow. I could only swallow it one time. And it was not easy. It was not easy. It was hard. It was hard now, okay? I had to swallow one time and then sit there and not swallow again until she told me I could swallow. Well, I always kept swallowing because it was so salty and it just tasted so horrible, and it was still like all in my mouth and everything, even though I swallowed that one time. And then my mouth was just like creating so much saliva. I mean, I was going to drown if I didn't swallow. And so, the goal was I was to do that 10 times. Okay, we did this little task where I would sit there and not swallow, and then she would give me the stuff, and then I would swallow one time, and then I would sit there and try not to swallow until she said swallow. Okay, after we did that 100 times and I swallowed at the wrong times, we had finally got 7 times done. So she's like, you only got 3 more. I was like, okay, I can do this, because I desperately need this test done, and just, I'm going all the way out of town to Shreveport to have it done. So I wanted to, get it done and everything. Okay, so then she gave me that stuff again. And keep in mind, I've already swallowed a syringe of this stuff like 100 times already. She gave me a syringe of that, and I just threw up. Like it went down and just threw up. So every time she would give me a syringe of it, then I would just throw it up. I could not keep it down. And she was getting me towels and just kept getting towels and more towels, and I just kept throwing up. By then I was throwing up what was in my stomach, that I had already drank. Because I'd probably drank a gallon of this stuff already. Not that much, but it seemed like it. And so she said, we're going to stop. There's no use in you keep doing this and keep putting you through this. I said, well, I really need the test done. I need to make sure they get, enough data to be able to, come up with a diagnosis or, tell me what my problem is. And, plus I came all the way from Monroe to have this done. So I don't want to leave and not have it done right. And she was like, no, it's enough data. It'll be fine. And I said, well, we only did it 7 times. And she said, it's fine that they had enough. So I hope they did because, I need answers of what's going on with me. And so she gave me a minute to collect myself and just, breathe and relax a minute and clean up and everything and make sure I wouldn't just keep throwing up and everything. And then, and she was super sweet. This lady was so sweet and so nice. And so she was like, okay, well, we're done. And then she had this tube taped to my face. She untaped it. And then she just grabbed that tube and just jerked it out as if she was like trying to crack a chainsaw. Okay. She was like, and I realized why she did that, because it could be just as bad coming out as it was going in. And by that, just pulling it out real fast, it was like ripping a Band-Aid off, as somebody else referred to it. For a kid, it's like just rip that Band-Aid off, get it over with. So, but I wasn't expecting that. And when it come out through my nose and I was like, it just whipped real fast. And I was like, oh. I mean, it was very unexpected. But anyway, I survived it. But oh gosh, I was weak and felt really bad after I come out of there. And when I made it back to Jody, I was just like, That was horrible. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. And we, made it out to the truck and got on the road. And he's like, telling me we can go to Joann's. So I did, and I got some yarn, and I'll be sharing that with you in a video coming up really soon. But thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for all your thoughts and prayers. And I should get the results of this test on Friday. I have an appointment to go and find out more about that. So hopefully something comes of it, get some kind of information. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again really soon.